Welcome to this episode on Am I allowed to write children's books without having children myself? In this episode, I will share with you a little bit about my struggles and doubts and fears that I had when writing my children's book. And I want to inspire you to share your essence and the extensions of your essence with the world. I hope you enjoy. Welcome to this episode. In this episode, I would like to explore this question that I had for myself on if I'm allowed to write children's books without having children myself. And this is actually a very interesting question to me. I wrote this children's book, Lara and the Wish Beings, on the topic of nonviolent communication at the end of 2023. I published it just before Christmas in German, and then a couple of months later, published the English translation of this book. What sparked me to write this book is that I was in a New Year's brunch with my partner's family in Portugal, and there was her cousin called Lara, like the protagonist of the book. And she was sitting there, and next to her was her godfather. Her godfather might have experienced some challenging things in his life, so that every now and then he has like this bursts of anger. He just starts shouting and gets very aggressive, from my perception, out of the blue. And that's what also happened. That's what happened in this moment. And he started shouting, and I saw this 4-year-old Lara next to him. And I was just thinking, I wish that you, Lara, could understand that his feelings don't have anything to do with you, but with his world. And as I'm also a trainer for nonviolent communication trainings, I thought, okay, I could try to convey this concept of feelings and needs. That mean feelings are neither good nor bad, but they have a function. They point towards our needs and tell us if they are met or not. Feelings have a function, point towards our needs and tell us if they're being met or not. And then I thought to myself, all right, if I would like to share this concept with her and the world, what would be the best possible format? And there it came to me, children's books. The thing is that I don't have children myself. And I've been giving trainings on nonviolent communication to so-called adults. Most of them people that are older than 18 years, mostly from 25 or older. So I have a lot of experience, I would say, on the topic of nonviolent communication and in the field of sharing this concept with others. And I had never given, short for nonviolent communications, NVC, an NVC training to kids. I don't have kids, as I said. I have also never written a book myself, so I don't have any experience as an author. I studied robotics and medical engineering, and my design drawing skills, I feel, stopped developing when I was 7 years old. So I was asking myself, given all of that, am I allowed to write this book for children? And this is a question that was for me for the entire year that I was writing the book until it was published. So it started on the 1st of January 2024, and then before Christmas 2024, I published it. And this question was so present because every now and then people ask me, oh, okay, where did you get the inspiration from? And how do you know how to share this with kids? And it's like, wow, actually, I don't. Yeah, but then I ask myself, okay, what are the options? One option is I listen to this voice of, you don't have experience in sharing this knowledge with kids. You don't have firsthand experience how it is to be a parent. So you shouldn't do it. And listening to this voice, the consequence would have been I would have not written this book. Or I would choose to go the other path, which is like accepting the reality, which is what I just shared, and being, all right, I can collect a lot of feedback from a lot of people that either have children or work with children, share nonviolent communication with children, and just be the pool that gathers all this experience of others from this specific dimension of writing a book about nonviolent communication for kids. Find an amazing illustrator that has illustrated many illustrations and works for kids. And that's what I did. And now, well, I have been receiving a lot of feedback from people that bought the book, from kids, from their parents, from teachers, from psychologists, from therapists. And all of them said, I'm so grateful. And they used their own words, but what I got from them was, I'm so grateful that you have created this book, that you are sharing this concept in such a beautiful and easy to understandable way with the world. So I received a lot of gratitude from the world, and that, sparks the sensation of gratitude within myself, because it took me so much courage, to be honest, to go out there, knowing that I could be judged a lot for, not having kids myself and writing a children's book. Who do you think you are that you can do this and go out into the world? I'm just very grateful that I did that, and inspired me to write another children's book, which I'll be publishing at the end of this year. And I'm sharing all of that to inspire you, because for me, these books for myself are kind of an extension of my essence. I also, by the way, actually founded this publishing company just to be able to share my book with the world. So I did a lot of things, passed a lot of steps to get there. So it took a lot of courage for me to continue this path. And I want to inspire you to also connect with the courage within yourself to share your essence in all the shapes and formats with the world. It can be an extension of your essence in the form of a book. It can be a song. It can be words. Whatever it is that you do, I don't know you. And I would love to get to know you. But I really want to inspire you to take this experience that I had to empower you to share your essence with the world. Because you might be surprised the beautiful and nearly overwhelming response of the world for you showing up with your courage and sharing yourself with the world. So I invite you to this experiment. You don't have to write a whole book. Maybe it's something small or like a smaller. I don't know if it's small the best word, but one baby step into the direction of courage. Maybe even towards fear and through fear. Sharing your essence with the world. So my question to you is, is there something that you're afraid of sharing with the world? What is it that you feel a huge longing to share? How do you want to express yourself? If you knew that the world would respond with love, without judgment, with openness and curiosity and support, what would you share right now and in this year? And how can you cultivate this attitude and this knowing that the world actually just wants you within yourself? Because I personally believe that that's the truth. The world wants you and your essence. And the world wants the expressions and the extensions of your essence. So what is it? I want to see it. I want to feel it. I want to hear it. So if you're inspired by this episode, please reach out to me. And I'm curious to hear what it is that you want to share with the world. Maybe there's some kind of extra support that would help you, that would serve you in relaxing this fear and dialing up the courage to share yourself with the world. So if there's anything, let me know. I really want to support you. You can also be part of our Essence community. You can write me an email. You could do the program, whatever it is that you want to do. I just want you. All right. So with that, I'm going to end this podcast episode. I hope you enjoyed it. You can imagine that I'm standing next to you. I'm going to be your biggest fan in your development, your expression, and in connecting with your essence.